This is University of Washington Hip Hop Student Association Radio.
With DJ Skinny G and Nate.
Blasting through your motherfucking speaker.
New artists, old artists, hip hop all day.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of HHSA Radio. You're rocking with Nate Fresh, and DJ Skinny G is back. We've got a very special guest in the house tonight. He's here to talk about his project Reincarnated that he dropped at the end of 2017, and he's a part of the collective God Family Grind. We have WranQ Ramone in the studio. What's good, bro?
You know what it is. We out here. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Yeah, I'm glad that we could make this happen, bro.
I'm excited. I'm excited for y'all to hear this tape.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Get some questions on it, really explain what I went through to make this, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Well, I want to start kind of from the beginning, just kind of linearly, and kind of talk about, like, well, where are you from?
Yeah.
How old are you? Stuff like that.
I am 20 years old right now. I turned 21 October 27th, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. You know, I grew up in Seattle, renting area to Kirkland for a little bit, moving around with my mom, and then I went to Spokane for high school. Right out of high school, I went in back to Seattle for college, but I had to quit that shit for my music, you know.
And you kind of have a funny connection with Gerard in the sense that you guys went to high school in Spokane.
I do.
And you guys have some mutual friends, or?
Yeah, you know, we got some mutual friends. We had some good parties back in high school. We had a good DJ, you know. But, you know, we were rivals as well. You know, Ferris and G Prep, you know, there's some bad blood.
For football or for, like, what?
Everything. It's not just football.
And, like, what was that rival like? Was it, like serious, or was it, like, kind of, like, just, like, whatever? Here comes you.
All right. So we kind of had, like, two rivals out in Spokane. We had Lewis and Clark, and we were all homies with them. We all lived in the same neighborhood. Then there was G Prep, which is kind of like the rich kid. Hey, we're going to private school. We're going to take all your basketball players, football players, recruit them onto our teams kind of shit. So, yeah, it was some bad blood, but also, hey, we knew a lot of people together, and I don't know. No one was going to fight each other.
He's dropping bombs, you know what I'm saying? But let me just say, every single time we played him, we beat him. My whole high school career, let me just say, senior state champions. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay. Okay, some beef up in here. Nah, it's all chilling though. But so you went to Spokane for you went to high school there, and then you came back to Seattle. And did you go to school?
I went to school at the Seattle Art Institute. I went for a little bit. I would say about a year I went. And I just realized that if I needed to get into this music and hip-hop, I needed to go every single day working, promote myself, doing everything, because I stay independent, you know, I do everything myself. So I thought I really needed to just cut the thing at college, and I'm going to go back to it, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Once I really establish myself, I want to go back and get an education, you know, but right now this music's the most important.
That's what's up. When did you kind of get into music? Like, were you always kind of rapping and stuff, or?
So I all started, you know, my mom, like, she was a single mother, and she always had, like, the best oldies playing, you know what I'm saying? Eminem's Encore, Nas's Illmatic, you know, Biggie. I actually got my first CD from her, and it was Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent.
There you go. That's a banger.
You know, and so I kind of grew up that way, and then just kind of going through, it was a little bit before high school, I would write, like, poems. It wasn't even, like, songs or anything. It was just, like, stuff to get stuff out. I wouldn't even show them to anybody or anything. But then music started crossing, you know, some of my friends in high school, we started really doing stuff, and every single day during my homeroom period, you know, I just write, and just started doing music, you know what I'm saying? I really felt something.
For sure. Did you do any shows out there at all?
Yeah, so it's like a funny story. I was junior, I think it was sophomore year. My friend Yee, who's actually in the building right now, shout out Yee. Hey. He was DJing, producing some music at the time, and I was like, we got to get our first show, you know, from a year from now. I saw him in the hallway. I was like, a year from now, we're going to be on stage at your birthday, because his birthday was that day. And then literally the next year, a week before that date, I got a call from a person like, yo, you ready to, like, do a show this date? I'm like, oh, shit, my first show? Okay, let's do it.
For sure.
Happened, did, like, an Unreal show, and then went and, like, threw a fat party after, you know.
That's what's up. And then it went well and everything.
It went
First time
well.
performing.
Dude, we got the most people there by far. Like we turned it the fuck up. You know?
That's what's up.
The pin was the first one, and then my second show I did before I really started moving into shit was the Knitting Factory. We did a birthday party there. It was cool.
Okay. For sure. And then we got to touch on it just so people know the name, where the name comes from.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'll go through the story real quick. So, I was originally started doing music, rapping, and my name was Q-U-E. You know what I'm saying? And somebody came out with a hit named Q-U-E. And so my friend, you know, we were at the house, and he's like, you know, somebody came out with this song, blah, blah, blah. And so I just took my notepad, true story, threw it on the table, and a page flipped open, and I was doodling, and I wrote rank for some reason, W-R-A-N-K. It was bubble letters, whatever, and I was like, okay. I changed it to a Q because it's just like a nasty word that just describes me. But I also wanted to bring in that musical sense, let people really know where my musical origins come from, because I love rock as well, you know, and the Ramones is a huge inspiration for me. So RranQ Ramone, you know, was born.
Shouts out to my brother Steven, if you're listening, bro. I know you're a big fan of the Ramones, bro. So shouts out to you. Who isn't? Definitely, I think that's where my music roots start. Not the Ramones, but per se, but definitely rock for sure.
I mean, yeah, rock.
Transferred over.
Like it sounds crazy, like, and I'm all conscious hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Lyrical hip hop. But my first concert ever was a Slipknot concert.
Oh shit!
That
That's
was like
gonna
so
be crazy.
like I saw it like. That's what I first saw when I was young, so like that's what kind of inspired this kind of grunginess, you know.
All right, well I think with that we should play this first track off of Reincarnated.
On the track, I got the mask on, think I'm going in. Yeah, I got the mask on and I'm going in. Yeah, I got the mask on and I'm going in. Whoa, I got the mask on and I'm going in. Shit, going in. Yeah, Red Philly, going in. Yo, crisscross, backstabbing, fuck pit bulls, barking shit, video and blank clip pistols. You think you phasing me? Nigga got chatted teeth, pulled a scheme, stole a G, fled the streets. Be happy I don't pray to a peace. Riding out with young smoke, Audi blasting rims, gross, Boston blowing windows. New got fashion next reinvention, the likes of Kenzo by tempo. Out for innuendo, don't lose the momentum. Turn my beanie to a concealer and I said fuck redemption. Honorable mention, GFG squad, forget it. We going in together, we out the rip, fuck a script, everyday grind. That's a broken record.
Blow my checks off, then stepped off the exit. I'm too sauced up on my zone on flex shit, yeah. Hey, sauced up like oh yeah. Sauced up like oh yeah. High rock Gucci Louis, Tommy for my bad hoes. Pull up out it for a skirt, rolling on tippy toe, yeah. Hey, sauced up like oh yeah. Sauced up like oh yeah.
Ready to get away, baby swerving on Hennessy. Mission Impossible jugging safe. Count money, but it's not a race. Get ready to get away. Get ready to get away. Get ready to get away. They lock you down and you get away.
They still hating, but bitch, I don't care. Got my money, now I'm out the way. I've been blessed for a way out this shit. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way. They still hating, but they from where I'm from. Tryna make it my fam, need an income. I've been working, I'm blessed, I made a way for. I've been grinding my time and I paid for. Blow my checks off, then stepped off the exit. I'm too sauced up on my zone on flex shit, yeah. Hey, sauced up like oh yeah. Sauced up like oh yeah. High rock Gucci Louis, Tommy for my bad hoes. Pull up out it for a skirt, rolling on tippy toe, yeah. Hey, sauced up like oh yeah. gas out. These niggas, they mad. I hop in the vert and then flash out.
Yo, so that was the banger Identity off of Reincarnated. This is Nate Fresh. You're on HHSA Radio, and we've got WranQ Ramone in the building, man.
Yeah, that was a really crazy song to make. I'll be honest with you, that whole thing was made with a bottle of Jameson.
Yeah.
Not even it wasn't planned. A bottle of Jameson made it in the studio, and that track popped out.
For sure. And where do you guys record at?
In Spokane, we record at Nicholas Sound's place.
Okay.
He has a studio set up. That's where every single GFG single or mixtape comes out of.
Okay.
Yep.
And so, yeah, might as well bring up GFG, God Family Grind. So, who's in that first show?
So, in GFG, we got myself, WranQ Ramone, Young Smoke, Nicholas Sounds, Dot Boy Rob, Some Child, and Nico Fortune.
And are you guys all rappers or?
We're all hip-hop artists, except Nicholas Sounds is more as that R&B singing, He's
Cool.
got that going on. But we're all different, Mello's got the melodies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's their own person. Like, you shouldn't even compare them to anything else, because it's like everybody's got their own flavor. But
They definitely did. I mean,
Yeah.
on that track alone, you can hear the
you
differences,
yeah,
for sure.
exactly. And that's why this whole tape, each one of their songs, I gave them each their own song, and you can tell how each song came out in its own way.
And then who produces in GFG?
Nicholas Sounds.
Okay, for
Nicholas Sounds. Yeah, that's I know there's a couple of us others I'm not gonna name yet that I don't know if they want to let people know they're coming out,
Okay,
but
for sure.
we got some other people working on producing and stuff. But Nicholas Sounds, shout out Nicholas, he always be doing all of our stuff.
And so, do you know what he makes his beats on and stuff?
I believe it's Pro Tools now.
For sure.
I know he was switching back and forth, but we just got a whole new setup, so I think he might be using Pro Tools now.
Cool. And then, how did you guys come together? I mean, some of these guys
Man.
they're all from Spokane, or?
No, so that's the thing. So you got me, I'm from Seattle. You got Nico Fortune, Portland. He's going to represent Portland, and then you got the rest coming out of Spokane. But the thing about it also is, we were put in the right position. I lived over in South Hill, right across from the McDonald's. Mello lived right over by the McDonald's. Nick we lived in a star, we were literally within blocks of each other. So when we fully met, it was just meant to be.
Yo, low-key, I feel like that's how a lot of people, I was just talking about this with my guy Jalen the other day. Shouts out Jalen. But I feel like hella artists, basically it's you have to be hella close. Schedule,
Yeah.
people will schedule when they're off work so that they can just grind after that and shit like that. I think
It's
some of the most productive people are like that.
It's a perfect little thing that would happen because at any time, Nick could be like, hey, Smoke, we need you in right now. He's in, he'll be there in 10 minutes,
Right.
Or Rob, we'll pick you up,
That's tight.
It's easy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the nice thing about Spokane is it's a little smaller, so we can all work together a lot easier.
For sure. And what year, around what year did you guys kind of come together?
Man, I think it's been about 2 years now. Not even fully. There's a date we got on it, but really it was together before it came together. You know what I'm saying? We were really behind the scenes before anything really came together. Nick was the first person that I really learned how to make music off of. All my music now that I know how to make good music is Nick. Shout out Nick, because he sat me down and he was like, we ain't recording until you know how to do this. And yeah, I've helped find my style.
For sure. And what's that process like when you guys are in the studio?
It differs, matters what kind of song I'm trying to mess around with. Obviously, with a banger like Identity, we all want to be feeling ourselves a little bit, having a good time. But when I get in the studio, I try to feel the emotion that I felt right in the song.
Right.
So if I go in with some problems, I'm gonna go into the studio thinking about those problems over and over, really
Right.
bringing that emotion out. So it changes. A lot of kind of sitting by myself, focusing myself.
And does it help to write by yourself or around other people or?
In this new age world, everything's so fast. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's popping out music.
For sure.
I can do that. I can write around people. I can write in the studio, but it's not my forte. You know, I really make my passionate music by myself.
For sure.
Truly.
Yeah. So how long did it take you guys to like make this project? Yeah.
So like the line "Success itch and business preheated in the kitchen." Mixtape been started for 2 years, slowly coming to a finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it literally was taking like 2.5 years. Like I said, I needed to learn how to really write music, and thank God, because I was ready to push music at certain times, and there were certain people that were like, not yet. And so it really came together. I scrapped a lot of stuff. I scrapped like a whole mixtape worth of stuff, and then started back up. But it was really reincarnation for me, because I came out another person.
For sure.
Truthfully. Yeah.
And like, do you think you'll drop any of that music that you scrapped for this tape at least, or?
No. Nobody will hear that.
For sure. Just on the back burner, like.
On the back burner.
Yeah, for sure.
I think about it all the time. I was thinking about it yesterday, actually, though. One of the songs, I was like, because they still mean a lot to me.
Right.
You know, but I don't know.
Do you go and listen to them ever or no?
No. Honestly, no, but I mean, sometimes I think about like those situations, because like some of those situations I still think about, and some of them are in different that's the thing, some of them are in different stories as well. So some of the music you have heard that explain that situation as well.
Okay, for sure. Well, let's get a different flavor going here with pay-per-views, and then we'll be right back. The show.
Every morning I choose herb over toxic tonic. Taking flight as I awake, strapped inside the cockpit. What's the growing process? My blunt song is locked in a supernatural high. Predict the whole world synopsis. Nerves frolic, searching for grain, crack chronic. Sativa dominant, sadly our nation ain't tolerant. A gift from nature, free meditation. Hit it slow, let flavor savor. Move your chakras into placement. Afterwards, mark my words, hungry for southern Cajun. Seasoned fries, drizzle cheese on top, bacon. Can't resist cravings. Back with honey, has my honey wanting babies. Sweet, gooey, and tasty. Anxiety adds, I just enjoy the thrill. After exhale, gasp off gas, sweat and face pale. I brought upon a couple highs that introduce hell. People seeing pay-per-views, stuck casting a spell. Come on. One last hit, inhale, burn my lips, set sail, let my mind drain. Mary Jane, she excel with her life, will propel you out of this abyss. I've been living throughout pay-per-views. See these eyes, they've been read by pay-per-views. Can't hide, my pride was killed by pay-per-views. Too beautiful to describe, enjoy the pay-per-views. Seems marijuana done help my mama. Epileptic sick seizures during summer. I hope she know I'm honored to hold her as my mother. Sometimes so stubborn, not realizing she got locked trying to fill cupboards. Crystal weed leaves represent the bee's knees. Keith stuck to Louis V jeans back when early teens stress weighed. Not shit paid. Saw my anger escalate until electric Kool-Aid sparked a flame. Like who's this? Is a new guy. Body floating with the grin wide. Thought solo while it's pen glide. Thought solo while it's pen glide. Straight perma fried off an astro high. No coming back from this paradise. Life's paradox induced demise. Keep toking on that peace pie. Indulge in it. Palm trees, smoky living. Doctor, do you have my prescription? Herbal essence make human legends. Its message, the antidepressant, circulating after our ascension. Come on. One last hit, inhale, burn my lips, set sail, let my mind drift. Mary Jane, she excel with her life, will propel you out of this abyss. I've been living throughout pay-per-views. See these eyes, they've been read by pay-per-views. Can't hide, my pride was killed by pay-per-views. Too beautiful to describe, enjoy the pay-per-views. All highs have lows, all lows lose control. Tell me what you depend on. Roaches cover the floor, still piss poor, but I smoke more, yeah, I smoke more, yeah. Only God can judge, I know she got a plan. Gave me the right drugs when I was a little man. Push that culture to a lifespan. Young calf turning bison from every blunt siphon. All highs have lows, all lows lose control. Tell me what you depend on. Roaches cover the floor. I smoke more, yeah, I smoke can judge. I know she got a plan. Push that culture to her lifespan. One last hit, inhale, burn my lips, exhale, let my mind drift. Mary Jane, she excel with her life, will propel you out of this abyss. I've been living throughout pay-per-views. See these eyes, they've been reddened by pay-per-views. Can't hide, my pride was killed by pay-per-views. Too beautiful to describe, enjoy them pay-per-views.
Yo, so that was pay-per-views off of Reincarnated mixtape. This is Nate Fresh. You're on HHSA Radio, and we've got WranQ Ramone in the building.
Yup, what's good?
So, yeah, man, that was a totally different flavor on, like, yeah.
That song actually means a lot to me. That's like definitely one of the songs that I think sums up my whole life. You know, like talking about my mom, like going to jail and talking about all this stuff, like really thinking back to like the pay-per-views of just sitting there, understanding your past, you know. That's what I think a lot of hip-hop artists that want to come into the game need to like understand where they came from.
Yeah, for sure. Reflecting on things is hella important. Just in life in general.
Just in life, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, not getting stuck in the past, but definitely like reflecting on it and like realizing where it's come from, for sure. I definitely agree. One thing I wanted to touch on, though, that I forgot to mention earlier. So we've been talking about your collective, God Family Grind, and I was just wondering where that name came from.
So I got to shout out Nico Fortune from GFG. That's been actually like his baby, has been his idea, was to always create this, I wouldn't call it a label. I don't know what he really had originally planned, but GFG was he always God Family Grind, you know, and I've always felt that as well. Like the only thing you need to really survive and move throughout life, God, family, and grind. You know what I'm saying?
Family.
Faith, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you believe in, you know, it's going to push you to that next level. And I think it was just so perfect that it just, you know, everything just came together so well. It was ready. You know, once we were ready, we had our group ready, GFG was right there like, oh, that's what this is. This isn't anything else. This is God, family, and grind, you know.
That's tight. So another thing, so, you know, got to do my research before I bring on guests and stuff. And so I was going through old Instagram posts and, you know, being from the Bay, I always bring it up. I'm sorry, audience, for always bringing it up, but I got a rep. And I was just curious, like being from the Bay, I'm always curious, like how you know about Bay music, because I saw you posted about Mac Dre.
Yeah, I love his music, but it really came down to, I was at my work, the J&M Cafe, and one of the workers there, Jeremy, shout out Jeremy, you know, he's always bopping old hip-hop. He's an old hip-hop head. He's like, you never heard of Mac Dre? You know, I've never heard of Mac Dre, you know. Put me on at the Thizzle, Washington, and that's the biggest thing is, like, really people do really mess around with, like, Mac Dre around here. Like,
Bay shit in general,
I love Bay music in general, you know, even G-Eazy, you know, it's cool. It's cool, even though he's popped off. I remember old G-Eazy, you know, Maryland and all those tracks. That's it. Those were fire. You know, the Bay knows where it's coming from. So, Mac Dre's my dude. You know what I'm saying? I was never somebody when in early age growing up listening to him, but when I found out about him, I rock with him 100%.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta grow up from it. Like you gotta be in the Bay, low key. But like, let me tell you, if you're ever at a party, like any party, like high school or whatever, like Mac Dre's gonna come on, and people are gonna be like doing the bird and shit, and it's hypey as fuck.
I know what you mean. Like I really didn't hear about a lot of Bay music until I really started getting into the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, everybody knows E40, but like even before G-Eazy, I like really didn't hear about a lot. Yeah. You know, and now I'm saying I think Rob Stone,
dude,
shout out.
I don't know,
because I saw him when he was down here, and I think he was rapping because that's where XXS Tentacion got knocked out.
Got you.
I think maybe not. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Maybe not.
I'm not up on XXX, but like I've listened to a couple of his tracks, but
he's alright. He's cool.
But what was I gonna say? But yeah, no, Mac Dre's catalog is crazy. Like there's so many. Like it's crazy.
He really messed with Washington too. That's the thing that really like I'm like positive a lot of artists don't do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Down even from California to Florida, Atlanta to New York. You know, a lot of people aren't like, hey, Seattle. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I think it's
I've
growing
heard
more
Mozzie
now, though.
knock it out say it a few times, but like.
Shouts out Mozzie,
Yeah,
bro.
always, bro. I did
Bruh.
a show with them, but that show was lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mozzie's lit.
Oh, bruh. But yeah, I mean, I feel like since you brought it up, I feel like Seattle's hella growing though. Like King County's hella
That's it.
growing. There's so
That's
much
it.
talent. I mean, you mentioned that on the Unseasoned interview. I mean, there's just so much talent up here, and like, I mean, not being from here, and then the past year really getting into it, and like, you know, being up on Seattle stuff and just Tacoma stuff, and just in general. I think
It's really popping, bro. Like this is the time it's happening too. You know, a lot of the people around me growing up and doing music, you know, they were always said, just give it time. You know, just give it time. You know, I didn't really believe it. I didn't see a lot happen. Give it time. You know, and then it's like, oh shit, what's happening over here? Oh, okay, they doing that. Oh, now they're doing that. Wow. Okay, this is like real. Like, this is like within reach. You know, that's kind of. When I see stuff like people really making moves out of Seattle and stuff, it just reminds me, you know, it's within reach. It's almost there, you know. So
for sure. And I mean, it's been a process. I mean, it's the history of Seattle. Like, there used to be a ban on like pretty much hip hop, and then there's a few artists who broke out. You know, and shouts out to Jay Moore, rest in peace. He did a lot of work to bring the community into Seattle,
and I think that's a big thing because I never even was I never knew Jay Moore or his son U Moore. I never knew the family. I never knew anything like that. But like when he did pass away, I did realize how much it impacted people, and that was the biggest thing, that it really showed what he's done for Seattle and everything. It's awesome, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P.
Yeah, I mean, it's just growing like crazy. I mean, I feel like now people are finally coming up here, and like there's tours that are shoving up here. I still like feel like Portland's stealing hell of people. Like Portland, like people go to Portland just because it's like far enough north. Like I feel like it's because people go to Vancouver, like BC.
Vancouver's lit.
Yeah, it's hella nice up there. And yeah, you're 20, so yeah, my girlfriend goes to UBC, and like so being 19, drinking age, going up there is litty. Freaking yeah, I feel like so it's like Vancouver's right there, and then so people are like, well, we don't want to just go to Seattle. It's like just over the border. Like let's just go down to Portland. So we get hopped hella. Like like in my mind, it's geography. Like low key, that's like what I always think, but I don't know if that's the fact. But you know, we've been getting more people though. I feel like.
Yeah, no, isn't what's his name? Amine? Amine?
Yeah, Amine.
He's from Portland, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying by like even Portland popping off. Like when I heard Amine was from Portland, it's like, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, and they got some artists too. I reached. Well, hopefully we hear back from him. But this dude, the singer, 3 a.m., who's like.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard of him. Yeah.
So there's some people coming out of there.
That's dope. Yeah.
But PNW. Yeah, we gotta document this stuff and big up our artists for sure.
Yeah.
Let's play another track. This is definitely a different flavor, and then there's some stuff to talk about on this track. We're gonna play Both Sides. Let's get it.
You don't love her. Baby, she knows who don't love her. You know you don't love her.
It hurts and it hurts.
Baby, she knows who don't love her.
Her body different, it give love with no emotion. Always done up, skin soft, smelling of coconut lotion. Hard to forget every moment, to me you were specially chosen. Even though when I wake you'll be gone in the morning. Nights going faster, you adding pleasure and disaster. To ask for this image forever be impossible to capture. Go back doing your lifestyle, we'll link in after hours. Under Hennessy showers, who knows what sticky situations we'll encounter. Better hurry, girl, we only got a couple of seconds. Detonator is zero, if we survive, we're destined. No matter blood will be shed, broken hearts and torn appendages. Can you weather the storm? Ride or die through the war. Resurrect a young nigga to corpse. Bury only my remorse. Unlock the secrets within my doors. My heart belongs to the sea, passport, but I'm yours at the shore.
I know you miss me, say that you love me, but you don't show that where you go. Both asking questions, we know the answers, hiding the secrets to our soul. I know you miss her, say that you need her, but you're still standing here with me. You always test her, I have your sweatshirt, wearing your heart out on the sleeve, and then you leave.
Wish I would've known how many nights you were thinking about about him talking and texting while you were calling me baby. I even asked you if you thought he was special when your friendship had jumped a level, but you said I was crazy. Now there's a girl on my side again, but I'm waiting for our love to die to ride again. Oh yeah, I said I love her, but don't know yet. Both sides sat too deep in the past, now to make it last.
There's a sense for deception, mistakes finally catching up to my momentum. No telling my potential, to trust essential. Lately been drinking myself to sleep off these chemicals, sedative states. You see me in turning her sentimental. Blocked out subliminal messages, lost attentiveness and turned blue. I had something to prove, that's why I turned on you. Not that you're an obstacle, but I saw what was possible.
I know you miss me, say that you love me, but you don't show that where you go. Both asking questions, we know the answers, hiding the secrets to our soul. I know you miss her, say that you need her, but you're still standing here with me. You always test her, I have your sweatshirt, wearing your heart out on the sleeve, and then you leave.
I can never promise you tomorrow, but you're making my day. Stop and appreciate what I got now. Can't lose who we are, though it's so easy to say, and then get half from who you love, but go all out. My new girl tryna slide again, but she's waiting for her love to die to ride again. Oh yeah, says she love me, but don't know yet. Both sides set too deep in the past, now to
I
make
know
it
you
last.
miss me, say that you love me, but you don't show that where you go. Both asking questions, we know the answers, hiding the secrets to our soul. I know you miss her, say that you need her, but you're still standing here with me. You always test her, I have your sweatshirt, wearing your heart out on the sleeve, and then you leave. Baby, you know you don't love her. Baby, she knows you don't love her. We need each other.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to HHSA Radio. We got WranQ Ramone in the building, bruh. And that was Both Sides.
Yes, sir. That was probably definitely right when we wrote that song. We were like, this is going to be pushed a lot, you know?
For sure.
Like, Paige, shout out Paige in LA. I had to push her a little bit. I was really trying to get her on that, and I really knew that the hook was perfect for her as well. But I've had this from music video that's about to come out to even starting writing the song that day. I had it all in mind. It's all been planned out. It's all pretty much rolled smoothly. So.
And how'd you link with Paige?
I found her on SoundCloud. You know, shout out
sure.
SoundCloud. But she was popping for a little, and I listened to her songs. Her songs were dope. It was just trying to get the right song for her. You know what I'm saying? And I had a bunch of songs that were just. I didn't think some of them were kind of so this one when we wrote it in the morning, I immediately hit her, bugged her hella, you know, like, hey, come on, like, we need it. But shout out Paige, she came through.
For sure.
Nicholas Sounds did his thing on this, you know, producing, recording, I think mixing and mastering both, all three verses, and then being on the song as well, you know.
That's tight. And then so you mentioned visuals coming out soon.
Yes.
When are they dropping?
Trailer, I know, and it's been pushed, but the trailer should be out this weekend or literally Monday morning.
Okay, for sure.
It's gonna drop spontaneously, but then after the trailer drops, we're looking at about a week or two
for sure
for the video. It's gonna be it's story based, so you're gonna be watching a story pretty much, and it's shocking.
Okay, for sure.
It's shocking. It's got some shock to it.
Did you have like well, first off, who shot it?
Kenny and Rayleigh from Kenny is a graduate of AI, the Art Institute of Seattle, and Rayleigh is going there, about to graduate, but they're good videographers out there. Shouts out to them. We've been working on it for a while now, you know, probably 3-4 months. Even you know, it's a long time, but really getting it right, getting the right shots. As I said, it's kind of shocking, so we had to do some crazy stuff. But you guys will see when it comes out. I think it's a good song, so I think it needed a good story to go along with it.
And like, how involved were you in like formulating the storyline and stuff like that? Were you kind of
completely
for sure
involved? I just had this. That's what I'm saying, from the get-go of the morning to where I went over to the studio and Nick and I were like, all right, let's make a song. You know, from that get-go, I knew what the story was gonna be.
That's tight.
The music had to make it so.
For sure. Because, like, shouts out to Travis Thompson, because I know he is big in the films and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, he likes to direct, like, all his stuff and, like, storyboard it and everything.
Yeah,
so.
he'd be really doing his thing with that, like, making the, I saw that little, like, mini movie he put out earlier and stuff. He's cool
They've
with
been doing hella,
Yeah, he's cool with it. I like that. You know, I said it in the unseasoned interview too. Art. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that. Artists in Seattle. It's real. It's real.
Definitely. I mean, this is something that, well, I hadn't really thought about, but Travis brought up in shouts out to the biggest in the interview that we did with him. He was like, how do people just, you know, they're releasing tracks and then they're not doing visuals, and it's like a creative outlet and like just a platform that you could do use that like pushes your stuff even more.
Yeah.
And it's like. So I think that's dope that you're doing a video and stuff like that, for sure.
That's the thing. I think we're all kind of tired of people standing on a corner rapping to the camera. You know what I'm saying? Even want something different. So I like that the city's giving a lot of different stuff. But visual-wise, pay-per-views is coming as well. That's going to be a cool one. Pay-per-views is going to come, and then I got there's a secret that's coming out. So, yeah. Okay. We got good visuals coming.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to play another track off of Reincarnated.
Which one?
Let's play Milk off this real quick.
My somebody, so I could be there for everybody. Just know I got you like you got me. You'll never be alone. You were just somebody, trying to be there for everybody. When I was falling and you caught me, now I'm feeling on my own.
He was running around creating kids that bear resemblance. Different women taking care of each posted challenge. Missed achievements and happy days the runt would relish. Bursted balloons, wrong tune blues, overzealous. Felt alone knowing milk spilled. Carton got your face wearing a Chicago Bulls bill. Funny how one smile got me in my feels. Memories were playing video reels that I continually willed. 80-degree weather still and chilling my spine. Looking back at my shadow when there was nothing behind. I hear your voice sometimes, brother, wandering. Wasn't at your funeral, instead I built a tolerance. Step foot inside the cauldron, smoldering, melting my nerves. Still I sense when you enter your spurs, do your worst.
I always think about you when I feel low. It's hard, but that's how I know.
Bandage me when I'm burned until we join below dirt.
So I could be there for everybody. Just know I got you like you got me. You will never be alone. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Don't be scared when you're all alone and your hope is outgone. I should've known all along.
Frankie graduated, Tyvon had a hand taken in marriage. Will Kai remain high and hilarious, strolling baby carriages, passing down heritage. An uncle now if you only witness your beautiful nieces with hair clips. Both nephews ballin', they bout to be something. Me, you know I got this mic to help me solve problems. And this one's hard to swallow, my example set to follow. Yesterday's empty feeling led me to a new tomorrow.
Somebody, so I could be there for everybody. Just know I got you like you got me. You will never be alone. You were just somebody, trying to be there for everybody. And I was falling and you got me. Now I'm kneeling on my own. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Don't be scared when I'm all alone and my hope is
Yo, welcome back to HHSA Radio. You're rocking with Nate Fresh and DJ Skinny G. And we got WranQ Ramone in the studio.
Yup.
So, yeah, that was
Huge.
milk.
That also means almost as much to me as pay-per-views. You know, Milk was actually my brother, my stepbrother. He was living in Chicago, and he passed away, you know, from gang violence. So, you know, Milk, that was his nickname. R.I.P. Milk, you know, he's just like, I think he was a big thing that's pushed my music as well. He's always watching over me, you know. But this, shout out to Nina Simone, you know, we sampled the Nina Simone track on this and then threw Nick over it and really talked about, you know, more of my family side throughout Milk.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, so, yeah, how many tracks are on Reincarnated? This dropped at the end of 2017. I believe it's 17.
Is it 17?
I believe it's 17.
I put a lot on there. I really wanted to give people a lot because I held it off for so long. Didn't even drop a track, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the first single is Both Sides, and that's on Reincarnated. You know, I went through so much music and performances. You know what I'm saying? I did performances. When we did the Mozzie show, I didn't even have a track from Reincarnated.
Wait, you did a Mozzie show?
Well, we did. Yeah, we opened for Mozzie.
Word.
At the Pin in Spokane, but I didn't even do any Reincarnated music. Okay. You know, so like I was doing shows without the Reincarnated music.
Yeah,
so,
that's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird process, but yeah, we put a lot of songs on. But it's a story as well, you know, just going through every single song.
Let's talk about all the producers that you guys have on there, because Nick engineered a lot of the stuff, and
Nick engineered. Yeah, all of it. Oh, we got some couple different producers on it. Kato that you heard on Identity, he's with he messed around, he's with Jaron Benton right now, but he was with Funk Volume a little bit when they were doing their thing. So shouts to Kato. A big one that did like pay-per-views in June, or no, I can't remember, May I think it's called. That was Accent Beats out of Netherlands. Yeah. He's out of the Netherlands. So we got them. Legal Remedy, he's out of Spokane. Huge producer out of Spokane. And then I think I had one more in there. Oh, Bass Kid. Shouts out Bass Kid. I can't forget him. He's out of Seattle doing huge things. Shout out Gold Vintage and Bass Kid. So
for sure. That's
yeah,
dope.
We got some great producers on there, but Nick also did a lot of great beats on there as well.
That's what's up. But then there's a lot of features, like, you know, featured verses and stuff like that. Are they all GFG?
From GFG. Yep.
That's tight.
That was the main idea from this, was I wanted each one to have their own song, and I knew it was just going to give its own vibe. So I let them know my story, what I was doing with the album, or the mixtape.
Right.
And they did that thing on it. But definitely the features, I wanted to leave it only GFG, except for Paige.
That's tight.
I thought Paige needed to be on there. It's very sample heavy. That's one thing I wanted to mess around with too. I don't know if we'll see that a lot on my next. I'm going to drop another mixtape, I believe. Not an EP, but definitely a mixtape. But I really went sample heavy with this one. It was cool. The Roots, Nina Simone, even a local artist that I think you guys are going to hear coming up. But
for sure.
Yeah, very, very sample heavy.
And then do you think this is like your first full project that you kind of put together, or are there any others?
I was writing like some music last night, and I was like rapping about it. Like, I think this is my Infinite. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I mean by that? Like, you know Eminem's Infinite?
Yeah.
I think this is like my Infinite.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
Because like I put it out, a lot of work, so much work went into it, just so much that like, even as just a coming up artist, you think it's just fast, you know what I'm saying? But it really does take work. So I don't think I'm not salty about it or anything, but I didn't expect. I expected a lot more, which is good, because I know that out of this next one, I'm just putting in more work, and I'm gonna come out with something, and then I think people are gonna be like, "Wait, did you hear about Reincarnated?"
Okay, for
like,
sure.
You weren't even on that, you know what I'm saying? But it's
so
cool.
You expected more in terms of like the response that you got on the project?
Yeah, I would say a little bit more, but honestly, like, I think I just want more, because like I really did a lot of great stuff with it and got some good responses, but I want more, you know. I want to really do a lot more in the city-wise as well.
For sure.
City-wise, definitely city-wise.
I mean, as we were talking about earlier, there's so much talent here.
You know, city-wise, definitely. But that's why Reincarnated had to be made first, because now the city stuff that's coming, people are going to really understand the story.
For sure.
There's going to be no confusion.
For sure. And then, like, so a lot of artists, so we had Brothers from Another come through, like, early on. And, like, we were going to play some of their earlier stuff, but they had taken it down. Like, do you think the stuff before Reincarnated, you're just going to leave that up, or do you think you're going to, like,
what
do you have any?
before?
I thought you had some stuff on,
on
SoundCloud, other than.
I have some features.
Okay, for sure.
I have some features that are before. I mean, that I'm going to leave that up to, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I like it up there.
Yeah,
I like it up there, but,
sure.
I mean, if it comes down to, like, a deal thing, yo, you got to take it. It's not going to hurt me. Reincarnated would hurt. I'm not Reincarnated. I want to stay. That's one of my biggest things. But you know, some of those features, it's cool.
Yeah. Cool. No, I was just wondering because like we were gonna play stuff. They started in high school and then they were like, you know, it doesn't represent us anymore, so they took it down.
It's true. Like I have stuff I wrote 2 months ago that I just laid down. Now I'm still like, do I want to put this out anymore? That's why I was saying like this music is moving so fast. I'm trying to figure out a way to slow it down, and I think a lot of people are as well, so it doesn't oversaturate the industry.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, for sure. Well, let's play another track off this. We're going to play Nest Life outro real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Young and reading books, college throwing loops, always back in class, in front set the move, tried not to stand shoddy, rockin' hoops, wasn't taking no shit, I screwed the pooch, music all I have, nothing left to lose, bills kick my chair, doubt rap the news, haters want me silent, I want time mute, think I give a fuck, I don't own a few, little by little mistakes become pivotal, taking it serious, type starting out critical, critics are curious, my wordplay illuminate visible, other artists grind minuscule, I love for y'all to don my jacket, unveiled by the 100 lashes, masochist got a burn fantastic, keep falling on my face till the slaps are tragic, gaining energy from the thrown cabbage, giving limits, I'm a known maverick, I'm away bringing baggage, hard work at the drug habit, only at 40 will I find I've done damage, rockstar status, Keith Richard meets the Toots of Hendrix dandruff, awoken by the signs, ran off on a tangent, taking what I could with the cards I was handed, it's the time of my life, I'm trying to make it, if a chance looking right, I'm finna take it, it's the time of my life, I'm not waiting, yeah, I feel so alive, it's the time of my life, it's the time of my life, I'm trying to make it, when the chance looking right, I'm finna take it, it's the time of my life, I'm cross-faded, cause we never live twice, it's the time of my life. Everything comes to me lurking in patience. Move like a god I destroy or create it. No in between, either love it or hate it. These are dualities, different realities. Win over the hearts of my enemies. Rip it out of their chest when I conquer them. Have to search deep within, find out who I am. The world that I live in, a hologram. Small talk, I need something deeper. The mind is a weapon, don't want the heater. A voice for your people, I meant to say sheeple. America changed my perception of evil. Everything's mental, I'm painting a picture. Wealth in abundance, desires and visions. No risk, no gain, could be dead tomorrow. And then now I'm here and living. Ah, that's life. It's the time of my life, I'm trying to make it. If a chance looking right, I'm finna take it. It's the time of my life, I'm not waiting. Yeah, I feel so alive. It's the time of my life. It's the time of my life, I'm trying to make it. When the chance looking right, I'm finna take it. It's the time of my life, I'm cross-faded. Cause we never live twice. Time of my life. Woo! That's right, Lonnie, play that goddamn sax. It's the time of my life.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to HSA Radio. You're on with Nate Fresh and DJ Skinny G, and we got WranQ Ramone in the building.
Yep.
And that was Nest Life outro.
That was big. Shout out Lonnie Williams. He did the jazz on that. So what I did is I went to one of his shows, actually, and I talked to him beforehand and was like, is it okay if I record some of your sax from the set? And he was down with it. Recorded some of his sax, took it back to the studio, sampled it, and then I knew Avery had to go on it. I knew Nico Fortune was going to kill it. You know, Nestway is his thing. You know, he's all about finessing. He's all about doing his thing. But so I knew we had to call it Nest Life Outro. That's what it was, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, that sax is tight. Yeah, you had that on there. Like, when I was listening to it, too, I was like, not very many people be sampling saxes out here. So that was sick to have that on there for sure. But, yeah, we're coming near the end of this interview, and I just want to make sure that we, like, push your upcoming any upcoming shows that you got going on.
Yeah. So I'm about to go on a mini tour here with Young Neves. Shout out Young Neves. We're about to be hitting Richland for the first tour date. I believe it is the 13th of April. 13th of April, and then we'll be in Spokane the 19th. And then Boise the 22nd. So more tour dates being added, but we're going to go on a mini tour for here. But in Seattle, I got my own show, WranQ Ramone, at the Central, May 12th.
Hey.
So that's going to be a really big turn up. I don't want to say too much now because it's kind of early, but we might be having Seattle Go Grills joining us. So that'd be lit. We're going to have some good people on the bill that I'm going to release soon as well. So just May 12th, put that in your calendar. The Central, downtown Pioneer Square. Come turn up.
And you got the both sides visual dropping soon.
Yes.
And
huge. Like I said, we'll probably drop the trailer this weekend or Monday. And then I'm looking towards maybe a week or two. It's managing on how much we push it for the trailer. But 1 week or two, we're going to drop the full video. You'll see it. It's going to be dope.
For sure. And then, so it's kind of an homage to some people that I, looked up to as interviewers. What is one thing that we haven't touched on that the people just need to know about WranQ Ramone?
I think that I'm not afraid to fail. I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize, but they're afraid to succeed as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going at it full-fledged, and I think that over this next 5 to 6 months, you're going to really know who WranQ Ramone is. Spiritual, conscious, real hip-hop, real rap, the pioneer poet type way. So I'm really just going to change stuff. I'm really going to give a new scene to Seattle.
Hey, that's
a lot to say.
Yeah, that is a lot
to say. A little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a good scene going on right now.
There's a good scene going on right now. Shout out everybody that's rocking the Seattle scene.
And
but I'm coming.
Where can everybody find your stuff and
you can find me
GFG
on Instagram at Rankavelli, WranQAvelli, as well as Twitter, and then GodFamilyGrind.com. You can find all of our information on every artist in GFG. RanQRamone.com will be up soon. That's in the works. And SoundCloud, same thing. WranQ Ramone everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, all the music streaming. We there.
That's what's up. And GFG, is anybody? I know that they are also, other artists are dropping stuff too, right? You want to plug any of that?
Yes. Due Diligence by the Sunchild. First, I think it's gonna be an album. It's some really great content that, like me, has been in the works for a long time. So Due Diligence from the Sunchild is gonna be out soon. I don't know dates. I'm not gonna give dates. Young Smoke, he might have 2 tapes coming out, but I'm not gonna give anything else. But a lot of good stuff coming out. Also, look on the way, GFG collab tape. That's gonna be different.
Hey, I just want to give a open invitation to any of those Spokane guys. If you guys are in town, obviously me and WranQ just connected. Be glad to have you in. Trace it back to the roots. So yeah, the Sunchild. If you're ever in Seattle, hit me up.
Hey,
DJ Skinny
yeah,
for sure. And then so this collab tape, is that like like the cozy tapes, but like ASAP Mob like cozy tapes and stuff like that?
I would say it's more like what was that? Was it the Cash Money tape that they did when they had Drake, Nicki, all that? No, it's like I said, you can't compare us to anybody. It's gonna be GFG tape
For sure.
It's gonna be very. It's gonna come with all great stuff. I'll be honest with you, like I didn't listen to cozy tapes.
Not the first one? I only really listened to the first one, so
I don't know which one. I probably heard a few songs, but I didn't listen to it like that. But anyway,
for sure.
Collab tape coming on the way. A lot of big moves. Just to end it with, a lot of big moves being made on my end. I love all the Seattle artists. I love the Seattle scene. I love everything that's coming into fruition for Seattle and hip hop in general. I love that you guys are pushing hip hop. It's huge.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Thanks for letting me come on and talk about it.
Well, yeah, Rank, we're happy to have you on, bruh. And yeah,
RranQ Ramone, don't forget it.
Yeah, RranQ Ramone, bruh. I mean, yeah, we definitely want to push this Reincarnated more, and we're excited to see like what you keep on putting out and keep in touch for sure. This has been HHSA Radio, and we're gonna rock out to "I Need That." Another banger. All right, peace.
I need that, I want that, I finally found my zone. Can't kick back, no setback, the clock will leave you gone. I need that, I want that, I finally found my zone. Can't kick back, no setback, the clock will leave you gone. Valley, gone. Woo. Success itch your business preheated in the kitchen. Mixtape bin started for 2 years, slowly coming to a finish. Nourished by tap water and TV dinners. More complex than all beginners, other than power. My head caught on 6 figures. Cash suicidal, adrenaline junkie, helmetless, riding a cycle. Whiskey throttle without Geico. Better carry 50 survival before you spiral. Corporations ripping the bed from right under your child. Hate staying broke while sporting a smile. Feet scarred and blistered, running for miles, breaking trials. Pray my feet don't fail me now. A storm's brewing, take cover, thunderclouds. Shit, I need that, I want that. I finally found my zone. Can't kick back, no setback. The clock will leave you gone. I need that, I want that. I finally found my zone. Can't kick back, no setback. The clock will leave you gone. Blueprint drawn from one idea. Young and over office, black excellence, Malia. Entrepreneur, the industry branded higher than Fila. Sign myself so they don't drop me when I start catching misdemeanors. Cause my demeanor awakenly screwed. Attitude like y'all hiding bananas from a dreadhead baboon. They forgot they're stuck inside King Kong's tomb. As God, I created peace, yet give Babylon doom. Cut loose ends, day one stems. Help my flower bloom. Rose petals luscious, developed by a conscious substance. Never withered, immortal nonsense. I'm talking 2%. Can only trigger, mastering all opponents. And salivate for my moment. Had your chance when the dog was dormant. Now it's 5 in the morning, I'm hungry. You niggas lunch me. Hearing trash ass bars giving me munchies. I stay feeding off my enemies. I need that, I want that. I finally found my zone. Can't kick back, no setback. The clock will leave you gone. I want that, I finally found my zone. Can't kick back, no setback. The clock can leave you gone. Watch me work, watch me work. Waking up on top monopoly. Income, lose some, more sons, raw aristocracy. Proven no such thing as free lottery. Stupid, connected by desires, gon' bring hell faster. Don't be a serf, be a master. Fuck average, top classman. Could've handled TDE when now GFG crashing down to earth, taking over Mars Blackman. Indulge in the fountain of youth. Live once, die many. Triumph established only with the strongest of roots. I got plenty. Branches wait forbidden fruit. Tempted every day inside Rain City. I'ma own this bitch, just remember that. So many contexts to save him inside a Rolodex. So much moolah, they bleeding. It's all about respect. Construct prominently throughout each and every step. I need that, I want